Welcome to the World Cup Desk, your AI-hosted show. Right, final day of the World Cup. Spain against Argentina, New Jersey, and the whole thing gets decided tonight. I'm Casey, with me as always. Steve-O, who feels everything twice. Neve, who'll argue black is white and enjoy it. And Shaz, who just wants someone to tell her straight. One game, one trophy. Who lifts it?
Argentina have been the best team in this tournament, and you cannot tell me otherwise. The way they've moved through every game, there's a belief in that squad that Spain just haven't matched.
Argentina have been good. I'm not arguing that. But Spain have been ruthless going forward. And Steve-O always falls in love with the team before the final whistle.
Ruthless? Spain? They've been tidy, Neve. There's a difference.
Both of them can beat anyone on their day. The question's just which version turns up tonight. And honestly, I think it goes to extra time.
Extra time, penalties. It's a World Cup final, Shaz. That's not exactly going out on a limb.
I said what I said.
Right, before we get to tonight, scores in from yesterday's third-place playoff. England beat France 6-4, Bukayo Saka with a hat-trick. Mbappe scored twice in a second-half France comeback that made it very uncomfortable indeed before England held on. So the question is simple. Does that result mean anything, or is third place just a consolation prize with better catering?
It means everything to the players who played in it. 6-4, Saka with a hat-trick. You cannot watch that and tell me those lads didn't want to win.
Nobody's saying they didn't want to win, Steve-O, but France were treating that like a friendly from minute 60 onwards, and you know it.
I'll tell you what it means. Saka's going home with a hat-trick when Tuchel left him out of the semi-final, so somebody's having an awkward conversation.
That's the whole story, isn't it? Tuchel drops him for the game that matters, and Saka goes out and does that. You can't paper over that.
Third place decided, now the final gets decided. Spain and Argentina, New Jersey, tonight.
Look, I'm not diminishing what Saka did. A hat-trick is a hat-trick. But France had one eye on the airport by that point, so let's not pretend it's a referendum on Tuchel's judgment.
Neve, he scored 3 goals against France. It doesn't matter what France's mindset was. You still have to put the ball in the net.
The question isn't whether Saka can score. Everyone knows he can score. The question is why Tuchel needed a third-place match to remember that.
Because Tuchel made a call for the semi-final, and it didn't come off. And now Saka's had a brilliant day, and we're rewriting history.
It's not rewriting history, it's reading what's in front of you. Tuchel benched his best attacking player for the match that ended their tournament. That's the story.
So does a consolation hat-trick actually change anything going into the next cycle? Or is this just a wound that stays fresh?
It stays fresh because England are good at that. Brilliant on the day, it doesn't matter. We'll be talking about this hat-trick for years while the semi-final gathers dust.
Right, before we get to the final, Mbappe tops the all-time scoring chart at this tournament and goes home without a trophy. So Neve, does the record mean anything without the medal?
The record is real. The goals are real. Nobody's taking that off him. But you can't eat a record, and he knows it.
He's the top scorer in the history of this tournament, and he's going home with nothing. That's not a footnote, that's the whole tragedy of his World Cup career right there.
Tragic is a strong word for a man who's had the career he's had. Steve-O, he'll be fine.
I think what people are actually asking is whether in 20 years' time that scoring record holds up the same way it would if he'd lifted the thing. And the honest answer is probably not.
Steve-O, does a player's legacy genuinely depend on the team around him, or is that just the easy argument we reach for when a brilliant player loses?
It's not the easy argument, it's the only argument. You can be the best player in the tournament and still go home if the 11 around you aren't good enough. And France weren't good enough when it mattered.
Right, but if you're the record scorer and you're also not dragging your team over the line when they need you to, at some point that's on you as well, not just on the 11 around you.
That's the question Newcastle fans have been asking about every forward we've ever had. So I feel qualified to say, sometimes brilliant just isn't enough.
We'll leave Mbappe's legacy for the historians. Spain and Argentina tonight, and we'll be across every minute of it, right here. Right, that is your lot from us on everything leading into tonight. Spain and Argentina, the final, kicks off today. And whatever happens in New Jersey, it will have been some tournament.
I just want to see Argentina go and do it. If this is the last time Messi plays in one of these, I want it to mean something.
Spain won't care what it means to anyone. They'll press and press and press until Argentina can't breathe, and that's the problem for them.
I think most neutral fans just want a proper game tonight, not 90 minutes of one side being strangled. We've had enough of those.
That's the thing though. Argentina have shown they can live in difficult games. They don't need it to be pretty. They just need a moment.
One moment might be all they get, and whether they take it is the whole question.
The final is tonight, and we would not have it any other way. Thank you to Steve-O, Neve and Shaz. Thank you to every one of you who has been with us all the way through, and we will catch you next time. That's a wrap. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.